Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, July 23rd. Well, some heat and humidity has returned to the Mid-Atlantic region to start the new week, but nothing on the extreme side and nothing too long lasting. High temperatures throughout the Mid-Atlantic region today and tomorrow will be within a few degrees of 90, nothing too extreme, and there will be a couple of showers and thunderstorms, and any one of those storms that develops this afternoon and early this evening can be quite strong with some brief heavy rainfall. A couple of different frontal systems. One frontal system will come through tonight, and then another one tomorrow afternoon that could spark another shower or thunderstorm later Tuesday. Wednesday looks like probably the nicest day of the week here in the Northeast, with lower humidity and temperatures in the rather pleasant, comfortable zone in the 80s. But then humidity returns again for the second half of the week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and there will be multiple shots at showers and thunderstorms in the Mid-Atlantic during that second half of the work week. Out in the middle part of the country and into the eastern part of the Rockies, it'll be quite hot once again, temperatures way up in the 90s in Denver, for example, and still quite cool along the west coast, where temperatures will struggle to reach 70 degrees in Los Angeles after a thick early morning fog gives way to some afternoon clearing. Well, let's take a look at the current conventional U.S. surface map. Lots of fronts on the map. That's why it'll turn out to be a rather active week here in the Northeast. Here's one front that's just off the coast right here. Here's another cool front out here in the northern plains, and yet another one out in the Pacific Northwest. All of these are moving basically around the peripheral of a large high-pressure area here in the south-central U.S., basically west to east across the northern tier of the country. And again, each one of these can set off a shower or a thunderstorm. Anytime this afternoon and early part of this evening, there can be some scattered showers and thunderstorms, some of which will contain some heavy rainfall. By Wednesday, it looks like there'll be a one-day break with this Canadian high moving over into the southeastern part of Canada, and we'll have lower humidity. In fact, let's jump ahead to Wednesday's surface map. And here it is, the forecasted surface map for Wednesday, and by this time, that front that is currently out over the central plains will clear the east coast, and high pressure will move from south-central Canada into southeastern Canada, and Wednesday will be a very nice day throughout the northeastern quadrant of the country with low humidity and pleasant temperatures. But then yet another cool front is already moving east across the northern plains, and we'll have a return of some humidity for the second half of the week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, with multiple shots at showers and thunderstorms. Well, here's a nationwide look at the radar, and there are batches of showers and thunderstorms along the northern tier of states, and all of these associated with some weak frontal systems, and that's why it'll keep an active pattern here across the northern tier of states for much of the week. Wednesday, again, looks like the one day where we can say probably zero chance of rain, but there can be a shower or thunderstorm at just about any time in the Mid-Atlantic, Monday afternoon through Tuesday, and then again Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, as front after front kind of moves in from the west to the east across the northern tier of the country. Here's the latest infrared satellite loop, and what has happened quite often this summer is you have high pressure situated right here over the south-central U.S. and clockwise flow around it, and you can see in the clouds the clockwise flow of air with clouds and storms moving from west to east across the northern tier of the country. There's a batch of showers and thunderstorms right now associated with these thicker clouds here up in the Ohio Valley, and that'll head towards the Mid-Atlantic region for this afternoon and early part of this evening. Some showers and thunderstorms right now into southern part of New England, and this again will be a rather active region all through the week, with Wednesday being the one exception with lower humidity for that one day. Otherwise, there'll be chances of these scattered showers and thunderstorms for much of the week right along the north part of the U.S. Here's a GFS forecast map for tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning. This is from last night's zero-Z run. And here you can see the reason why it's quite active over the next 48 hours, and then again over the second half of the week. One frontal system can be detected right about here by tomorrow morning, and then a second frontal system right about here. Each one of these has a threat for some showers and thunderstorms. Most of the time, in fact, will be rain-free, but this afternoon and tonight, and then again tomorrow afternoon, there certainly can be a shower or thunderstorm. And then back out here in the middle part of the country, the northwestern part of the country, yet another frontal system will continue the active weather pattern here, that being for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Well, that's it for now for the SIWeather.com. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.